So why are you at PBA?
Because I wanted to be in a Christian environment.
Because I love the community.
A million opportunities for me to get involved.
I really find myself growing here in my walk with God.
Because Palm Beach Atlantic University is anchored in faith,
anchored in values, anchored in truth.
We educate,
mentor, pray for our students
so they can confidently
launch.
Hello and welcome to the Rinker Athletic Campus, home of Palm Beach Atlantic University. I'm Matt DiGregorio, excited to bring you tonight's men's soccer matchup between the University of Tampa and the PBA Sailfish. We will be back in 1 second after the prayer and the national anthem. Once again, thank you for joining us tonight. Brisk 81 degrees outside, slightly breezy across, and we are getting ready to get underway between these two conference rivals. These guys have a storied career with the Spartans edging the Fish with an all-time record of 6-4-1. Tampa comes into West Palm sporting a dynamic attack that has pushed them to 2-1 in the conference play and 4-3 overall. Senior forward for Tampa, Roger Smith, is fourth in the conference in goals with 5 respectively, and his countermate, sophomore Omar Talia, is tied for 5th with 4. Tampa trails only Nova Southeastern, who the Sailfish will see on Wednesday, in goals forced with 17. Meanwhile, on the defensive side of the ball, the Spartans have had less success, allowing 12 goals, the second most in the conference. Tampa comes in having won 3 of their previous 4, while the Sailfish are coming in off an uncharacteristic loss to St. Leo, dropping PBA to number 25 in the United Soccer Coaches Poll. The PBA men will have allowed the third fewest goals in the SSC, behind senior goalkeeper Elliot Barker. Newly named Sailfish of the Month athlete Claudio Rivadeneira looks to lead the Sailfish back to their winning ways with his team leading 4 goals. We're about ready to get underway. The Sailfish are going to start with an opening kickoff. Last year, these two teams met. The Sailfish defeated the Spartans in overtime off of goals from Guillermo Deal and game winner from Jack Burrows. And another chapter in the history books to be written tonight here from West Palm Beach, Florida. It is family weekend here at Palm Beach Atlantic. Fans are starting to roll in heavy here, and we're about to get underway, waiting on the official's whistle. It'll be Mark Hebeker to open us off. And another chapter between these two storied rivals are underway. PBA with the possession. Elliot Barker in goal tonight for the Fish. Two-time All-American. He'll play it over to Mo Redjeb. In 2016, these two teams played each other 3 times. Tampa winning 2 of those 3, the 2 more important of those games, knocking the Sailfish out in the South Region Final. Sailfish looking to bounce back after a loss last week against St. Leo. It's a different starting lineup that we're seeing from PBA tonight, as Tampa will gain possession in the midfield. Caff will win Tampa throw-in. Becker to play for the Spartans. Like I was saying, new starting lineup here after the loss against St. Leo. Their first loss of the season as the Fish are 5-1-1, and Tampa will take it the other way. Tampa with a strike from distance, and it goes just wide of Elliott. Tampa trying to get things on goal quickly and often tonight as they were pounding the net pregame. Like I was saying, though, the Fish are coming off that first loss out of 5-1-1. Tough loss to a St. Leo organization who has always played the Sailfish tough. Elliott and the Fish are looking to get back on track tonight, though. They have played another tough Nova Southeastern team on Wednesday. But tonight is the main goal for these Sailfish. Not taking anything for granted against the Spartans. And it'll be headed in the midfield. Claudio giving chase, and it'll be played back. And Tolley will go after it for the Spartans. Ball sent ahead by Barker. It ends up to Yorman. Now Rivadenea. He'll play it with a 1-2 outside Yorman. Lemaitre putting it in front, blocked down for the moment by the Spartans. It'll be Nichols sending it forward. Deflected by Tanone. And the ball played to Casades. Quick attacking here so far from Tampa early on the Fish's back line. Nichols will play it back to the keeper. Jake Richards has struggled earlier in the season. 9 goals allowed so far for Richards. Through 6 games of play for himself. And the ball thrown into Hebeker. Dangerous play for the moment in the box, and it'll be sent forward and out of danger by Tampa. Richards now will set it into space. Jump ball, the quick attack by Tampa. No good as Barker will send it away. Omar Tolley on the chase there. Very dangerous goal scorer. Second on the team for Tampa in goals with 4. Tied 5th in the conference with Claudio Rivadenea of the Sailfish. This Tampa team comes in with a very dangerous attack, having forced 17 goals so far through 7 games. And a dangerous play by Tampa early. Hebeker will chase this down. Hebeker has 1 man to beat. He's in the box. He'll have a strike, and it'll be blocked away. Claudio Rivadenea to get it and try to track it down in front. Unable to get it through. And Rivadenea will send it through again. Intercepted for the moment. And Burrows gives chase. Ball played out. Schessel loses it. And it'll be finally sent away. It'll be Uriman with the ball for the Sailfish. Rivadenea. Through ball. Hebeker. And the captain for Tampa, Schulz Gustavo, will send it out. Sailfish throw-in. Players to look for Tampa tonight are number 10, Omar Tolley, number 13, Roger Smith. Smith leads the team with 5 goals, one of the top goal scorers in the nation right now. Lemaitre And Tanone goes down hard. Both players do for their respected sides. Each going for the ball. Dangerously kicked, and the trainers will be coming out immediately as Tanone's telling them to send back. Mike Schessel of Tampa going in hard on Tanone. Both players getting wrapped up. Officials just say both players are going for the 50-50 ball. No bookings. Haroon Velich not in the starting lineup as we see the replay here. Both players going in. And you can see the clip on both sides, and luckily both those players are okay. And it's a kickball back to the keeper for Tampa, Richards. About 5 minutes into play here from West Palm Beach. Sky's starting to darken as the fans keep rolling in on family weekend. Too high for Schessel, and PBA will regain possession. Good fight by Walker, and it'll go the way of the Fish. Coaching staff for PBA wanting them to take it up real quick. And a change in possession. Part of the pitch came up, officials waiting to replace that. Free kick now for Tim Kaft of Tampa. We'll send it over to his defensive counterpart and up towards the dangerous Roger Smith. Schessel and Lemaitre will clear it out. Looking for the through ball to Hebeker, who's nowhere to be found. And Schulz Guy Stovall will take it for the Spartans. Smith will play it up. Tolley loses it for the moment. Tanone will attack, and it'll be whistled for a selfish free kick. Things are getting chippy here early at Palm Beach Atlantic's Rinker Athletic Campus, home to both the men's and women's soccer team. The women are in progress right now at the University of Tampa. We'll keep you guys updated throughout the night. Red Jeb looking for Hebeker, who will bounce it off his foot, and it'll go the opposite way into the feet of Albert Morales. Walker for the Spartans. Richards now over to Schulz Guy Stovall. And back to the keeper, Jake Richards, who will play it out now to his defensive player. No real chances early on in this game for either side. A lot of the play in the center of the field, and now we might have our first as Kenzie Herman is on the attack for the Sailfish. Over to Kusades, who scored that lone goal last game for the Fish. Burrows now on the outside will send it forward and go just wide. Out for a PBA corner. Sailfish not starting Jean Scalisi tonight. Generally taking those corner kicks, so we'll see who will take it here tonight. Looks to be Kusades, and German will come over as a quick outlet. A lot of big bodies marking up for the Sailfish inside the box. And Kusades is going to deliver a strike in the box, and it's bounced around for the moment. Out to Riva Denea, who will have a strike, and it'll go wide left. Out for the Jake Richards goal kick. First real opportunity of the night for the Sailfish, unable to get things going. Ball bounced around for the moment, and unfortunately the Fish could not capitalize. It's played out to Smith. And stolen by Riva Denea, who's on the attack. He's going to play a through ball. Yorman, in a dangerous area, will send it back. It'll be Barabo. Sends one in front, looking for Kusades, and headed away. And the ball will find its way out of bounds. Sailfish throw. Sailfish are starting to gain momentum here. Getting on the attack as the long-throwed Blake Barabo Will give an effort in towards the box. Barabo with that long running start of his will throw it into the box. Looking for the head of somebody. Overthrew everybody. Yerman with a strike and a save by Richards. Dangerous play by the Sailfish. Barabo with that long throw in that got through everybody. Kenzie Yerman unable to finish. Jake Richards stood his ground for the Spartans. That's something that you like to see in these rivalry games, is everybody on their top game. In the last couple of years, both fans of either side have been fortunate as Red Jeb will intercept it in the attacking half. Hebeker now in all alone. Mark Hebeker with a strike in the goal. Early lead for PBA. Mark Hebeker finishes it from Red Jeb. Wonderful ball by Mo. And the Sailfish find themselves up 1-0 early, trying to silence those demons last game against St. Leo. Sailfish up 1-0. Jake Richards asking his players what happened there. Wonderful goal. Mark Hebeker making the difference here. Wonderful play by the Sailfish, and now Tampa has to regroup quickly. As we'll see on the replay, Hebeker found himself away and was able to touch it forward and send it past the goalkeeper, Richards. And PBA tell themselves they have to stay on the attack here, as Tampa is very good at rebounding. Hebeker making the difference here. 10 minutes into the game. It's a great early start for the Sailfish. That's what they've been looking for the past few games and have not gotten it. Here tonight, and debatably the most important game of the season so far, the Fish have found themselves up 1-0 early in a spot where they have not been able to find themselves as of late. Able to capitalize here early against the Spartans, and we'll just have to see how Tampa responds after that goal. As the ball is sent away for Tolley, and he's unable to control it, Sailfish throw in. Rivadenev for the Fish. Looking for Burrows. He'll find Burrows. And now the ball will be played around for the Fish as Kusades finds himself on the wing. Open. He's running with pace. And he'll slow down for the moment. Kusades with options. Finds himself in the back of the post. And it goes just wide of the net. They'll be out for a Spartans throw in. PBA really on the attack now. Communication going really well for the Fish in the midfield. Tanone really making his presence felt early as a brilliant pass from Red Jeb in the backfield came up for Hebeker, who was able to capitalize, and now Rivadenev for the Fish. Stays with it. Out wide, has options in the middle, and unable to find that body. And ball played out for Tolley. Barker, a two-time All-American, will send it forward. Out of bounds, Spartans throw in. Ball played forward, and the Spartans unable to gain possession. Schessel pushing Lemaitre. He did not take too much likeliness for that, but the officials say no foul. It'll be playback for the captain. Shoots Geist oval. Tampa looking for the through ball. They'll finally send one out wide for Nichols. And good defense by Lemaitre. Red Jeb with a tough first touch. He'll regain possession of Burrows. Barabo now across the field. A miss 1-2 by Yerman, and now it's Tampa on the attack. Tolley with pace will send it back looking for Smith, and we'll get our first free kick for Tampa on the night as Yerman collided with what looked to be Tolley. Got a 4-camera crew tonight on the Sailfish Sports Network. Director Gavin Titherington doing a brilliant job for us once again. trying to get you extra angles on this marquee matchup between two conference rivals. And it'll be Tolley standing over the ball as the Sailfish will form a 5-man wall here. The first real opportunity for the Spartans. Six-man wall now for the Fish. Officials just waiting on the whistle. It's Becker and Tolley standing over the ball. And it'll be Tolley with the strike in. It will be deflected for the moment, and Elliott will grab that ball easily. Six-man wall for the Fish really paid off as Tolley went for his 5th goal of the season, unable to capitalize, and an easy save off the deflection for Barker. Keeping this game at a 1-0 lead. Spartan throwing. Tampa coming off a 5-1 win against Embry-Riddle last week. Their most dominating performance thus far, although Embry-Riddle did control that first half. As the ball gets played through and the speedy Smith tries to chase it down. Throw-in Spartans. Embry-Riddle did dominate the first half, but Tampa was able to come away with the 5-1 victory. We'll see Tolley, who has the speedy Smith. Smith with the touch, double defended and knocked away by Lemaitre. Tampa corner, excuse me. Tampa is 2-1 in conference play thus far, putting them towards the top of the table. Wins against Barry and Embry-Riddle. 1 loss to Eckerd. Ball being played in. Tolley with the strike, and it's blocked away by Rivadenea. Good play. And the ball will be sent back in harmlessly for Elliott Barker. Tampa did drop their first game of the season against a very good West Florida team. Non-conference game, most likely to not affect them. And the ball will be sent back to Jake Richards. Huge game for both these sides. Winner will take command in the standings and have to hope for less as the season comes down to the end. Niebuhr and Barker will just send it up. Tampa does have a very balanced attack. They have about 5 players who can consistently score on a regular basis. As the ball is played forward for the Spartans. On the other side, PBA is looked to 2 feet in particular. Claudio Rivadenea recently named the Sailfish of the Month by Palm Beach Atlantic. And Kadu Kusadi's the lone goal scorer against St. Leo. And had a brilliant goal a couple weeks back. Controlled by the Sailfish in their backfield. Sailfish will host Nova Southeastern on Wednesday in another massive matchup between two conference powerhouses. As Shoes Gustavo will send it ahead for Tim Kraft. And Claudia will chase it down and keep the ball alive for the Fish. Good fight in the center of the field, and it'll end up with Tampa. Tolley and Yerman will take it away. Kenzie Yerman up to Hebeker, the goal scorer, who has a streaking Rivadenea. He'll use him. Claudio in front. Claudio with the strike forward across the goal mouth, and nobody was home to finish. Tampa now with the through ball, looking to attack there with them own. And Redjeb will pause and send it his defensive counterpart Niebuhr, excuse me. Redjeb with the touch. who will send it out wide for Cadu. And the ball sent back for the Tampa goalkeeper. Tampa really trying to live through those through balls, and so far the Sailfish have been able to match every single one of them. PBA's defense has been spectacular thus far. Almost 20 minutes into our match here. Shuzko Stovall will send it ahead for Nichols. Looking for the fast Roger Smith, the leading goal scorer for Tampa, has it on his right foot. Smith working on the mid-air. He'll send it in front and deflected away by the Fish. Well played by Niebuhr. And now it'll be heading for Scheissel. And Barker will make the easy save. Sun has gone down here in West Palm Beach, Florida, as Tampa have traveled down here to take on the Sailfish. Sailfish were up there last year, defeating Tampa 2-1 in overtime. Massive win for PBA at that time in the season, as it is family weekend here, hence the massive numbers that we have for the crowd. And we'll see our first possible booking on the night. Hard foul. It's going to be a yellow card on Mateus Tonon. Tampa player still down. Tampa will receive the free kick here. Tampa has about 4 bodies in the box. Won't use them until now. Ball sent forward, headed away by Mo Redjab. The tall defender able to send it away, keeping this game 1-0 for the Fish. And the Sailfish look to break out for the moment, but the ball was played too far to the feet of Richards. 2 shots on goal for the Fish, none for the Spartans. PBA been the more aggressive team. 1 shot on goal for the Spartans. And it'll be another through ball. This time looking for Croft. And it'll go out of bounds. Tampa corner, second one of the match. 2 speedy players up front for the Spartans, Smith and Tolley, unable to get things through to Barker thus far. We'll see what can happen here, as it will be Tolley taking this corner. Looking for John Walker, as well as Albert Morales, the 2 big bodies. And the ball sent in front to the head of a Tampa player, and it'll be played out for a goal kick intended for Nichols. About 23:50 to play here in the first half. PBA is feeling comfortable with a 1-0 lead. Able to get that early start that they really did severely want coming to this match. We're seeing 3 of the top goal scorers and people who shoot the most in the conference, 2 of which are on Tampa, Tolley and Smith, and 1 in Claudio Rivadeneira for the Sailfish. Sailfish throw in, Baribo with that long throw, unable to make things happen, and he'll get a redo as the ball finds its way out of bounds. Richards will send a sky-high ball forward into Tampa's attacking third. And foul play on, says the referee, telling Tonon to get up, who was recently booked for the Fish, to the feet of Smith. And Roger Smith loses the ball for the moment, and it'll be played out for Croft. Tampa's middies trying to play those through balls, those quick forwards, unable to do so far in this match. All it takes, though, is that one chance, and PBA knows that, playing very, very strict defense tonight. Playing 4 defensive backfielders, and the referee now telling another Tampa player to get up as the ball's played out for the outlet, Claudio Rivadeneira. And it'll go out for a selfish throw-in. Out for another throw-in for the Sailfish. Lemaitre will take it. One of the vocal leaders of this PBA team will send it forward, looking for the goal scorer, Hebeker. Out to Hebeker. Baribo, now Kusades, who has a dazzling left foot, will play it in. Straight from distance! And it'll go just wide off the foot of Kenzie Yerman. 0-0 so far in the women's game up in Tampa. As both the Sailfish men and women dropped their previous game to St. Leo. And shocking results on both ends. Coaching staff talking to Claudio Rivadeneira, see what he can do. Try to spark his team to another goal. As PBA is going to want to put on an onslaught tonight to get some of their motivation up. Going into this game on Wednesday against Nova Southeastern. It'll be Gaistoval ahead. Intercepted. Good play by Tanone. Now to Jack Burrows, the hero in last year's match, overtime against this Spartan roster. Rivadeneira now to Burrows. And it'll be sent back for Lemaitre. PBA finding space, tiring out these midfielders for the Spartans, and now it'll be Kusades on the attack here. Kusades will play it left foot for the moment. Now on his right. Looking to send one in front. Good defense by Manitti. And Kusades is forced to send it back. Now Lemaitre has the dangerous right foot sent forward and just too far ahead for Jack Burrows. Wind it's been at a constant so far here in West Palm. Flags flying from right to left position. As it's a beautiful night, cloudy 80 degrees. Not expected to storm at all. Perfect weather for family weekend. Walker now for the Spartans. Shoes guy Stovall, who's been a focal point of the defense, trying to send the ball forwards for the speedy attackmen for the University of Tampa, and here he is again. So we'll see our first look at Guillermo Deal, who scored against the Spartans roster last year. He's getting prepared to check in as Red Jeb's going to have his work cut out for him, as he'll send a dangerous ball forward out of harm's way for the Fish. And it'll be Kusades, a 3-on-3 attack. Now for PBA, Kusades with speed over to Hebeker, who will use his left foot over to Kusades and sent away by Tampa for the moment. Intercepted. Lemaitre looking to send one in. Instead, we'll play it over to Rivadeneira. Claudio in front for Burrows, who keeps it alive. Yerman with the left-footed strike in. Saved for the moment by Richards. Kenzie Yerman with a beautiful strike. And we'll see our first substitute of the night, Guillermo Deal. We'll check in for Claudio Rivadeneira. Rivadeneira done for the first half now. As Deal will check in. Lemaitre on the throw-in for the Fish. Once again, we do have a 4-camera crew tonight, looking to give all you Sailfish and Tampa fans the best angles possible. As Lemaitre will send it in, and the ball will get back out to him. It'll be to his right foot, and Hebeker looks for a dangerous opportunity, unable to get through. Richards making the rather easy stop. Jake Richards has 9 goals against thus far, now 10 in his 7th start of this season. They have played their junior goalkeeper as well, Thiago Capella, who we possibly could see tonight. He has played in 3 games. He has a 2-0 record. And the ball played back to Shuskei Stovall. Scheissel. And now out to the speedy Guillermo Deal. Fresh off the bench, Guillermo Deal is wide in. He'll play it in front, looking for a Sailfish player. And sent away by Gustovo. Matty Crooks to check in for the Sailfish now. As the ball is played through successfully, Roger Smith now with the Spartans are attacking. Smith will have a strike in. Elliott had that covered. Going to the near side of the post was Roger Smith, unable to capitalize and get anything on net. Elliott looked to have it covered. And that dynamic attack, you can see just on this replay how dangerous these two can be. Tolley and Smith up front. And the ball sent just wide of Elliott Barker's net. Crooks checked in for the goal scorer, Mark Hebeker. So we have about 16 minutes to play here in the first half at the Rinker Athletic Campus. Really good turnout for the crowd tonight. One of the best we've seen thus far this season. As Guillermo Deal gets tripped up, play on, says the referee, and now we'll see a whistle going the opposite way for University of Tampa. Injury called by the officials. And we'll see a Tampa free kick. As Ezra Nichols went down hard, looked to get tangled up with Guillermo Deal. Thought we might see a play on from the official. That was not the case, and it'll be sent back from Tanone. The official telling Tanone and Tolley to get up. Tolley laughing in Tanone's face, and now we're starting to get chippy here. 2 conference rivals, not a surprise. If anything, a surprise that it took a little bit of this amount of time for things to get rolling. Tanone and Tolley really have it. Tanone already booked, so he has to be careful. But Tolley looking back and laughing at him after he was tripped. We'll see how much this will play out throughout the rest of the match. I would imagine that this would be a focal point for the rest of the matches. We will see another talking to Mateus Tonon as he's saying his second talking to from the official. Good work by our camera crew getting that. Tanone unhappy. We'll see what Coach McMahon decides to do with Mateus Tanone as he is already under a yellow. Would be real tough for the Sailfish to go down to 10 men. As Roger Smith will send it up to Tolley. Tolley now for the Spartans with pace. He's going to play it by the defender. Tolley with control over the ball. Trying to get back past 2 Sailfish, unable to do so. And it'll be sent out wide for the oncoming German. Tampa to make their first 2 subs. Upcoming here. As Lemaitre will send the ball forward for the Fish. 14 minutes to go. And this 1-0 game. Guillermo Deal giving chase for the moment. Well played by the captain, Schultz Stivel, who will give it away to Deal. Deal with 2 options in the middle. He'll look for Casati. He's unable to get in. Now Kenzie Yurman to take it out. He has a wide open net and goes right over. Well played by Kenzie Yurman. Trying to chip the goalkeeper, Richards, who had come far out of his goal keep. And just sends it too far over the net. Tolley coming off. That'll finish his first half. Scheissel as well. Both dynamic goal scorers for this Spartans roster. Players that the Fish have definitely scouted, playing 2 men on them with that double team, forcing them to really, really use those other outside players. And it'll be played down for Yorman, who's putting on his left foot for the moment. Saudis, who was slid forward. Referee having none of it. They thought it was a foul. PBA did. The coaching staff in the bench lit up as the AR is talking with the bench right now, giving them a verbal warning, and the ball is being sent away for Tampa. After all of this is going on, it finds the feet of Foster, who's going to send it forward with a strike. Well played by Lamet Ayer. Defense has been superb for the Sailfish early. It'll now be played over for Roger Smith. The dangerous Smith fighting with Red Jeb to get in, and it'll go down to the box. No whistle. Officials playing this game real well. No calls on either side. Fair play on either. Both benches wanting that free kick on the penalty spot. Both benches not getting it, and both benches very fired up about it. We will continue to see just how physical this can get, as we'll get a replay on the Yerman to Kusati's play, as Kusati's look to just may have slipped there. I'm not sure. You guys can be the judges. We'll see Flores about to check in. Officials letting the boys play on tonight. It's good to see in a conference matchup. They know what's at stake. The SSC tournament about a month away right now. Sailfish in their third conference game. The Spartans in their fourth. Spartans come in a winning record. Sailfish yet to win a game in conference play. And we'll see a whistle for the moment. There'll be a throw-in for Tampa. Uncharacteristic for the Sailfish to be defeated so far in conference play. They are 5-1-1 on the season, just 0-1-1 in conference. They played St. Leo, who generally plays them tough. Last year, 3 seconds away from having a draw with St. Leo. Lucky to come away with the win in that game. Unfortunately, not enough in the last game, as Kadu Crusadis netted one in the first half. And that was the lone goal for the Fish in that game, as no second half scoring occurred. And Sailfish were unfortunate to drop their first game of this season, dropping them from 14 down to number 25 in the United Soccer Coaches poll. Today was one of the toughest week of practices they've had in a few years, as Roger Smith will track the ball down for Tampa, trying to equalize this game. Smith will play it through the wickets of Barker, who's able to just get it wide of the net enough. Barker playing well on that post through the legs by Smith, and Roger Smith will earn his team a corner kick. As Flores waiting to check in. And Tampa on the attack now. They have all but 2 players up. A strike from distance, headed away by Red Jeb. And Crusadis had an opportunity to run on the ball. Well played by the defensive captain. Shoots Guy Stovall, who will send it ahead. And out for a Tampa throw-in. Tanone playing under the yellow card will go down easy there and draws the foul. Montez Tanone, a physical player. Very scrappy, as he likes to characterize himself. Fights for everything he gets in this game, as do a lot of these Sailfish players. And Niabor with the errant pass. It'll be Tampa on the attack. Guillermo Deal trying to track him down. And Deal whistle for the foul. And it'll be a free kick outside of the 18. Tanone going to adjust his shin guards right in front of where Tampa's going to take the kick, and I'm sure Tampa will not take any exception to that. Two more subs to come on for PBA. Flores has been waiting about 3 minutes now. It'll be Julius Becker standing over the ball. He'll be with John Walker. And now Becker walking away, giving chase to Walker, who will play a diving ball in through, and Elliott will have an easy save. Elliott standing on his line there, and Barker just able to pick it up off a one bounce. As our first half starting to wind down here at the Rinker Athletic Campus, 8 minutes to go. And the action starting to pick up as Crusadis is trying to chase away from a defender. And he'll be whistled for a foul. Tampa kick. Sailfish fans getting into it on the opposite side. maybe upset with the last call by the official. Sailfish fans really turning out here tonight in West Palm Beach family weekend. I could imagine families excited to see this very well-known soccer team of Palm Beach Atlantic, 25 ranked team in the nation currently. United Soccer Coaches Poll releasing their rankings every Monday. This last Monday, after the St. Leo loss, Sailfish dropped to 25 as the attack from Tampa, and we'll see a handball. The coaching staff at Tampa fired up on that no call. St. Becker might have tripped over himself, and it'll be a PBA free kick. Things are starting to get a little more testy minute by minute as we go here in West Palm Beach. The two-time All-American Barker with the ball. Roger Smith giving chase, and Barker will send it away to Blake Baribeau. Michigan native over to Kusades, who makes contact. And Salah goes down for Tampa, giving them the free kick. Amgad Salah, one of the recent additions to this game from the Tampa bench, has been right in the thick of things so far as it finds the feet of a Tampa player, and it'll go just wide. Travis Foster, another substitute who had recently come on, and we'll see two substitutes. Pagny and Flores will make their way on for the Fish, placing Jack Burrows and Kadu Kusades. Kusades coming off. He'll be done for the first half as well, as Red Jeb will play it back to Barker. Tampa coaching staff harping on their players, wanting them to push up, as the ball will be headed away by Crooks. Approaching the 5 minutes of play mark here. As more and more people file in here to the Rinker Athletic campus. Shocking amount of people. We're out of seats. People sitting on the lawn enjoying time with their families throughout this 1-0 match this far. And it'll be kicked out. Tough pass for the moment by Nichols. And it'll be a Sailfish corner. Sailfish going to send all bodies forward here. Trying to make this game 2-0. Going into the break. Red Gem moving forward as well. And it'll come from the left foot. And it'll be knocked down for the moment by Pagny. Now sent forward for Yorman. Punched away for the moment by Richards. And we'll see a foul on that. PBA too hard. It looked to be Matty Crooks on the goalkeeper, Jake Richards. Official takes exception to that and will blow the whistle. Free kick for Richards. The Spartans have taken off Omar Tolley, who has been their leading shot producer thus far this season and in this match. Roger Smith, their leading goal scorer, still out there, tied with Tolley with 2 shots each. And we will see a Tampa throw-in as they are trying to move their players up for an attack, trying to knock this game 1-1 heading into halftime. As it'll be a throw-in for the Fish. Baribeau, who has one of the longer throws in the conference, will look for Crooks. And it'll be sent forward for the speedy Flores. Kicked away for the moment by Tampa. Roger Smith now against Red Jeb. And Mo will come away with the ball. Dangerous attack forming for the PBA Sailfish as Pagny will send it with a left foot. And it'll be intercepted by the Spartans, who will try to mount an attack going their way. Lemaitre able to track that ball down. Pass Becker. Now Deal. Guillermo Deal scored in this game last year. Over to Flores. Flores will pull it back and back heel it over to Pagny. Baribeau sends it dangerously in the box, and it'll be off the post. A wonderful opportunity by Matty Crooks, who went head over heels with the bicycle. Wonderful, speechless moment by the Sailfish. Matty Crooks head over heels and finds the post. Would have been the goal of the week had he have netted it. As you see, Crooks with a left foot past the diving Jake Richardson off the post. A wonderful opportunity for the Sailfish off the left foot of Matty Crooks. A bicycle kick like we have not seen in a couple matches here in the Rinker Athletic Campus. Matty Crooks getting the PBA faithful riled up, answering them on for another final attack in the last minute and a half here in West Palm. A wonderful opportunity by Crooks, leaving everybody speechless for the moment. That'll be intercepted by Yorman. Now Pagny, who will settle it down. Playing back to Yorman. Kenzie Yorman in a dangerous spot. Will play to Pagny on his right foot. Oh, looking for Kenzie Yorman. A quick 1-2 pass by both those PBA players and unable to get anything to come of it. Blake Baribeau. Be bounced in front. Crooks again with that left foot. As we are about a minute to play here. And Lamette Ayer will have an opportunity to try to send one forward for the Fish. Intercepted for the moment, ball off the foot of Nierbor. And Barker will gain possession. Flores racing forward. Flores putting it on his right foot. Will play it over. Guillermo Deal. Guillermo Deal, a very dangerous player from outside the 18, will lose it for the moment. Chased by Becker from Tampa, and it'll be sent over to Deal. We have about 20 seconds to play here in the first half in West Palm. Lamette Ayer now, very dangerous. Will play it forward and kicked away. Well played by Jean Walker, who has played this entire first half, and we are about to see the expiration of the first half as Blake Baribeau will send it forward, looking for a head, and nothing will come of it. We have reached the first half whistle. The Palm Beach Atlantic Sailfish lead the University of Tampa Spartans 1-0. We have hit the break here in West Palm. 45 down, 45 to go here at the Rinker Athletic Campus. We hope to see you back here for the second half of play right here in West Palm Beach.
So why are you at PBA?
Because I wanted to be in a Christian environment.
Because I love the community. A million opportunities for me to get involved.
I really find myself growing here in my walk with God.
Because Palm Beach Atlantic University is anchored in faith,
Anchored in values. Anchored in truth.
We educate,
Mentor. Pray for our students.
so they can confidently
launch.
This is the University of Tampa. Explore your dreams, discover your talents. Get ready to invent, innovate, and be a leader. This is the University of Tampa.
Well, it's been a busy day of college football. Let's get caught up on the action. First up, Alabama. This play right here shows what eating chicken will do for you. Lots of broken tackles here. It's the chicken.
No idea what you're talking about.
Joey Galloway is here with chicken predictions.
My what?
Touchdown chicken.
Okay, are we filming right now?
Chicken, 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 chicken.
What is going on?
I don't know. Oh, that was weird.
New management.
Start your game day with the new Hash Brown Scramble Bowl from Chick-fil-A.
Sometimes it's hard to tell from the outside what a personal injury law firm actually does. We're busy meeting our clients, learning about their injuries, and hearing about how the accident has affected their life. We do all the work to make sure the insurance company takes your case seriously. We strategize and we prepare for trial. We spend our days and even our nights pursuing justice and protecting the rights of our clients. That's what we do.
Hello and welcome back to the Rinker Athletic Campus, home of the Palm Beach Atlantic University Sailfish. We're getting ready for the second half of play. PBA is leading the University of Tampa Spartans 1-0 at the end of one. Couple first half notes. Tampa, their top 3 goal scorers were that focal point of their offense. The 3 of them combined for 11 goals thus far this season. And those are the only 3 players that have shots. Only 1 on goal. That was by Roger Smith for the Spartans. PBA able to strike a few more than that. They had 4 shots on target, 3 of them of which were saved by goalkeeper Jake Richards. 1 was able to get through Richards. And PBA, towards the end of the half, Matty Crook came on as a substitute and went head over heels for the bicycle kick and rung it directly off the post. Substitutes finishing making their way onto the pitch, and officials just waiting for the last few stragglers to get the second half underway. Possession did lead in favor of Tampa in that first half, 51-49. So that slim little possession percentage might play a factor into Tampa maybe getting the equalizer here early in the second half. PBA does have to come out strong in the second half, as they have done so far in this game. It'll be at the feet of Mike Scheisel, one of those big goal scorers for the University of Tampa, and he'll be kicking it underway. We got the whistle to start. Maniti will set it up for Scheisel, and it'll bounce off the hand of Tolley. But the ball will be given for a free kick for Tampa. Mike Scheisel going down hard there. Official talking to Scheisel, seeing if he's okay. Sean Walker will stand over the ball. And he'll play it back to his defense. Cusades with the touch now for the Fish. He'll lose it for Walker, who will send it for Scheisel. The quick bump. Official says no on Scheisel. And Mo Redjip stands right over him. And the ball will go to play. Sailfish ball. Blake Barabo sends the ball forward for the Sailfish. And Hebeker will send it to Kadu Cusades, who has pace with the run. He'll cross field Cerrivan area. Puts it on his right foot and a left-footed strike. And it'll bounce right through to Richards. Ball finding its way to the midfield of PBA. And it'll be played in the midfield. Throw in for the University of Tampa. The coaching staff from both sides fired up, wanting to get in the next goal. Tampa wanting the equalizer. PBA wanting to surmount their lead up to 2. And it'll be played in the midfield for Tampa. Ball played out for Roger Smith. Good job by Nicholas Lemaitre coming up and saving that. Now it'll be Walker. Ball being played in the backfield for UT. Spartans just trying to muster something forward to move it up and get a couple shots onto Elliot Barker. That'll be played around for the moment, and PBA will regain possession. In the first half, that one lone shot on goal for Tampa came via the foot of Roger Smith, the leading goal scorer for University of Tampa. 4 shots in total, all coming from their 3 best attacking players, 2 of which are vying for the leading goal-scoring lead in the Sunshine State Conference. Claude Rivadeneri, the only name for the Sailfish in that top 5 list, tied with one of the UT players as Rivadeneria has it out front. It'll be played out for Kadu Kusades, and it'll be in the back of the net. Kusades with the strike with the right foot, and Kadu Kusades has just put the Sailfish up 2-0, beating Jake Richards. Kadu Kusades with the third goal of the season for him. And hands are raised for the Sailfish. They know just how important that goal was. 2-0 Fish early in the second half. Past the diving arm of Jake Richards, Kadu Kusades and company making things happen. Rivadeneria with the look to be assist there. Sends a dangerous ball in front, and Kusades is on the back post to finish things off. 2-0 Sailfish. And it'll be Kusades at the feet again. He's running, and he'll play it into space. Kenzie Yorman also played a factor in that goal as well. PBA has got to feel really confident where they're at. They have 2 quick goals in both halves, and it'll be Rivadeneria again up for Hebeker. Will try to get a foot on it, unable to. And clear it out for the moment. Now to the feet of you look to be Yorman. Burrows. Barabo. Yorman tried to kick it back to Barabo, and Tampa will clear it away. Tampa has been trying to play those through balls throughout the match. Up to their 2 quick attacking players, Tolley and Smith. As the ball will find the hands of Richards. As we'll see the replay of the goal. Sent over, and Kusades right through the legs of Jake Richards. Well done by our crew back up in the booth, headed by Gavin Titherington, and our 4-man camera crew tonight. The marquee matchup here at Palm Beach Atlantic University. Rinker Athletic Camp is packed with families and students at Family Weekend here in West Palm as the ball is played up forward and finds the feet of Yorman. Sailfish, knowing this game is far from over, they just got to be feeling a little bit better now that they have a 2-goal lead. It took overtime last year for the Fish to knock off Tampa in Tampa, Florida. This year, the Fish are trying to avoid overtime altogether. Manetti gets by Kusades. And PBA on possession. It'll be Kusades running, trying to find somebody in the center. Kusades will pull back for the moment and sends it to the middle of Yorman. PBA doing a really good job at finding that space here tonight, leading to some success as Rivadeneria will have a strike from distance, and it'll go over the crossbar. A double scissor move, trying to get past the defender. Rivadeneria unable to finish it home. You'll see it. 1-2 scissor moves, past the strike, and it'll go right over the net. Jean Walker trying to sell out and stop Rivadeneria. As Kusades will gain possession for the Fish. He's looking for Rivadeneria, and it'll be messed away there by the Spartans. The speedy Roger Smith telling his players to make a run. And Barabo will regain possession. A lot of back and forth play in this second half. Sailfish able to net one early. A lot of confidence on their part. Tampa playing from behind now significantly more than when they jumped out of the second half. Elliot Barker hasn't been tested too many times tonight. The lone save that he has coming via the strike from Roger Smith. As Kenzie Yorman over the ball. Coaching staff asking the PBA players to switch it. And Rivadeneria will bring it into the 18, and he'll be whistled for the foul. Breezy night here, 80 degrees in West Palm Beach. Beautiful night for soccer. Rather cloudy, not expecting any storms though. Sailfish next game will be against Nova Southeastern here in West Palm Beach on Wednesday. You can find that here at 7 o'clock right on the Sailfish Sports Network. Jean Walker sends it ahead, and it'll be out for a Tampa throw-in. Urgency starting to mount a tiny bit for the University of Tampa. Find themselves down 2-0, just over 35 minutes to go here. And Ahmed Saleh will play it in front. And trying to get away with a strike was Omar Tali, and he does. Good save by Elliot Barker. Barker tested there. Was able to hold his ground on one of the top attackmen in the conference, Omar Tali, the sophomore. You'll be seeing him for the next 2 years for the University of Tampa. So the ball will find its way out of bounds. The defense has been very good thus far in this match for the Sailfish. Double teaming the two top attackmen for Tampa as Rivadeneria will find the ball in space. He looks to chip one up, knocked down for the moment. And he'll play it back to Lemaitre. The sub Sala stays into the match. He scored in the last game against Embry-Riddle for Tampa. Number 14 on the left side of your screen. It'll be Barabo. Over to Kusades, who has a ton of space. This is a dangerous spot for Kadu Kusades. And it'll be played away. Corner kick. Nice job by Jack Burrows. Winning that corner for the Fish. And Kusades is going to slow down and make his way over. As PBA looking to try to get an even bigger lead here. Could try to put the Spartans' hopes away as Rivadeneria will settle the ball. He'll play it into the box, looking for Burrows, and Richards will come out and make the save a little too far off the foot of Burrows. As for the Spartans, they'll continue their conference play. They're going to head to Lakeland, Florida to face Florida Southern, who the Sailfish drew about a week and a half ago. 1-1 in that game. It's at the feet of Kusades again. It's been the focal point of their offense in the second half, scoring the lone goal. Rivadeneria now with speed in the ball, trying to get around, and no whistle call. They'll send that a goal kick. PBA fans, not a fan of that. No matter, goal kick for Richards. Tampa only making 2 subs in the first half. The Sailfish making 5 as we'll see the replay here. Rivadeneria fighting for space and knocked out of play there on that 50-50 play. Once again, the defense by the Sailfish all over Roger Smith. And Mo Regev finds the turf after being thrown down by Scheissel. Mike Scheissel getting frustrated as some of the Tampa players' frustrations mount. Unable to get it through the back of the Sailfish, whose defensive unit has to be credited here the most out of anybody. Kusades over to Jack Burrows now. Dangerous once again for the Fish. Rivadeneria in the box, and it'll go wide. I'll tell you, the Sailfish have had many opportunities coming from space. They've been able to wiggle and waggle between the defense of the University of Tampa. Morales now for Tampa. Mattini in the box, and Barker will play it off his chest and put it to his feet. .31-35 to go here in the first half. Sailfish leading the Spartans 2-0. And Yerman is called for a trip on John Walker. Spartans trying to get possession and gain enough to where they can have a dangerous set in the box, just unable to get that many chances. We'll see if they can break this Sailfish D, which has not had any signs so far as the ball's being played around. And it'll be struck by Walker just wide, unable to get that spin down to the laces of his foot, and it'll be an Elliot Barker goal kick. Not a must-win game for either side, but it does have that nature. The feeling that the Sailfish do not want to continue to go defeated in conference play, and Tampa does not want to drop to 500 in conference play either. As Hebeker will play it to Yerman, who uses Rivadinaria in space. Rivadinaria running onto it. One quick scissor inside. Kusades puts it on his right foot and just rifled over the net. Sailfish with those quick little attacks, forcing the Tampa to be back on their back posts. We'll see it once again on the replay. Kusades just takes it off the bounce and unable to put the toe down enough. It'll send over net, and we'll see Maniti cramping. So the referee will head over and talk to him. We'll see a stoppage in play in college soccer. The time does stop for injury-related instances. Marcus Mattini, who's been moved around from the back spots, the inside midfield, and now out playing the outside midfield, playing those different positions. We're going to see if he has to come up, and he will come off as Travis Foster is going to make his way into the game again. Excuse me. Be Julius Becker on the return. Maniti has made his way off the pitch. Players coming back on, and we are going to wait for the ball to be put back into play until the clock starts back up. It'll go off the foot of Jake Richards, the keeper, who has surrendered 2 goals to this point for the Spartans. Kusades and Hebeker, the goal scorers for the Sailfish. Walker. Morales now looking for that through ball. Tampa just unable to get those through balls to come to life here. Those speedy forwards in Smith and Omar Talley just cannot get them up. And we'll see what they can go here as Becker has it on his right foot and once again played away by Rivadinaria. Sailfish defense having one of their better games of 2019. We'll see Talley, now Rajay Smith, who's going to try to put one on net, and it'll go just wide of Elliott. Harmless little shot from Rajay Smith. The leading goal scorer in this game for the University of Tampa. 5 goals on the season. As we're going to see our first PBA sub of the second half, it looks to be Flores. Walker unable to come down with it for Tampa and sent away by Shoes Guy Stovall. Lametta air tracking it down. PBA wanted offsides and they'll get it. Flags up. And it'll be a free kick. Barker will move the ball up to where the flag was located. He's going to look to send it away to the attacking zone. Ball played up to the head, headed down by Morales, and now to the feet of a Tampa defender. Well played by Becker, now to Smith. He'll lose it. Excuse me, Sala to Smith. Jack Burrows is going to make his way off the pitch. First sub this half for the Sailfish. Burrows is eligible to return again. Flores making his way back on. Second time of the night he's been subbed in. There's a fight ensued in the corner. Tampa will regain the whistle. Too hard of a foul by Hebeker. Recent development in the women's game up in Tampa. University of Tampa taking a 1-0 lead against women's Sailfish. But all focused on the game here. Wonderful crowd on tap during family weekend tonight. Sailfish and Tampa in this storied rivalry. Sailfish trying to get one game closer to 500. Tampa's 6-4-1 all-time against the Fish. Two of those three wins coming in 2016 when Tampa knocked the Sailfish out of both the conference and national tournament. As it'll be played to Shoes Guy Stovall. The captain for Tampa has been everywhere tonight, trying to play those through balls to those forwards. And Tampa will play forward now. Sala, and it'll be another offsides whistle. PBA free kick. As we're in the 65th minute of play here in West Palm. We're going to get a stoppage and clock. As the ball will be placed in the offside position. Goal scorers Mark Hebeker and Kadu Kusades tonight in the game. Kusades scoring for the second consecutive match. And it'll be headed out. And Walker will try to find Sala. Instead, PBA with the interception. Barabo to Kusades. Yerman Rivandaneria looking for Kusades. Ball being played up in the air for the moment. In dangerous spots for Tampa right now. And Richards is going to come out and put it on his feet. Travis Foster looking for Omar Talley, and once again, another offside trap played by the Fish. The Sailfish defense has not played this well at home yet this year. That's their third offsides in the last 5 minutes that they've put on Omar Talley. Just trying to get through that PBA defense one way or another. The back pair of Niebuhr and Redjeb have been crucial to this shutout in this game for PBA. Barabo trying to push his players up. Sailfish throw. a slew of subs getting ready to make their way into this game, warming up on the sideline. As the ball run on to by Tanone, playing under a yellow card, the lone booking in this game thus far. A 1-2 to Claudio Rivadeneria, and he'll be whistled offsides. Richards sends it away. Pressure by Rivadeneria there. And the ball finds the substitute Flores. Sailfish do not seem content with this 2-0 lead. They seem like they want to keep pushing forward. And it's being headed around by both sides, eventually finding Twan Nibor. Tampa trying to generate their second attack of this second half. First one resulted in Elliot Barker's save. Tolley was able to get free for the moment, shot it right at Barker, and Barker came up with the huge save, keeping this game at a shutout for the Fish. As Roger Smith will put it onto his right foot, now left. Trying to get it past the PBA defenders. And he's in. Roger Smith. And he's whistled offside once again. A fourth offside trap in the last 7 minutes. The Sailfish really doing a great job on the defensive end. The extra training this week resulting in success on the defensive side of the ball. For sure, Coach McMahon going to be very happy so far with this performance. And it'll be played away for the Sailfish. And Rivadeneria now. Played away for the moment by Walker. And stolen in the midfield by the Sailfish. Sailfish trying to mount yet another attack to beat Richards for the third time tonight. Kusades and Rivadeneria have switched sides now. Kadu Kusades on the right side of your screen. Claudio Rivadeneria on the left have switched sides on the attacking front in the midfield. Interesting little note to keep an eye on. See if they're just liking the defense and the midfielder battle better. Or see if Rivadeneria can sneak by a defender on the weak side. As it's stolen by Sala of the Spartans, who's unable to get through this PBA again. Sailfish throw. Tampa was trying to sub in there. In college soccer, you cannot sub on any throw, and it does have to be your possession on the throw unless there's a player of the opposite team. Matty Crooks getting ready to re-enter again in this game. He had an unbelievable opportunity. He rang the post in the first half. Head over heels bicycle kick. Unbelievable highlight. I'm sure Sailfish fans will see again later this week. As Guillermo Deal looking to check back in. As well, Mark Hebeker, coming off for the first time in the second half, is eligible to re-enter again. Guillermo Deal will make his way on for the second half goal scorer, Kadu Kusades, as multiple moves are being made by Coach McMahon and his staff. Trying to conserve this 2-0 lead. Tampa's going to have to fight with everything they've got at this point. As we're under 20 minutes to play, Kadu Kusades scoring in yet another consecutive game. Kusades' third goal on the season. One behind Rivadeneria for the team lead as Claudio's going to put it onto his back foot. And it'll be played ahead off a foul for Tampa. Richards is going to come out of his goal crease. And I would not be surprised if this becomes a common theme to end this game, as Tampa's just going to try to push numbers forward. mount an attack which can try to put pressure on Elliot Barker and the Sailfish. Once again, the defense there for the Fish, though. The freshman Nicholas Oberach is going to make his way to the field. As we'll see on the replay here, a lot of yelling and a tough foul on Mo Redjeb. Distracted here for the moment as Nicholas Oberach was coming up to the booth. Good shot on the replay there. Once again, 4 cameras tonight in this marquee conference matchup. And it'll be Julius Becker to stand over the ball along with Omar Talley for the Spartans, who are looking to try to capitalize on their first goal of the game. All but 2 up for the Spartans. A huge momentum swing can come as a third player is going to come in and play a strike in, and Elliott will come through with the save. Nico Gamio on the strike there, and Elliott was very much prepared for that as he plays a quick ball out to Guillermo Deal. Touches by multiple players for the Tampa backfield. Just looking to try to push things forward at this point in the game. Starting to reach crunch time in the 73rd minute. Gamio. Now to the dangerous Roger Smith. Has proved himself to be one of the faster players on the field tonight, with and without the ball. Ball kept alive for Tampa. Walker. Ball played towards the back post, and the Sailfish were there to corral it. And it ends up to the feet of Mo Redjeb. Sailfish really trying to get another one. Ice this game away. Leave no questions asked, because a 2-goal lead, as everybody knows, is one of the toughest leads in all of sports. The captain, Shoes Geistoval, will send it ahead. Croft. Shoes Geistoval now. PBA's defense has been all over Tampa, even in their own backfield. Nothing coming from any of these through balls by the Spartans, and PBA is just taking them and countering on their own way. Brilliant move in the midfield by Rivedenaria there. As once again, another through ball caught by the Sailfish is turning into a Sailfish attack. Sailfish can live off this for sure, as Flores is going to play it into the box. And it'll be played forward away, out of harm's danger by Tampa. Hurman, Rivedenaria. They're just moving the ball around at this point, the Sailfish are. Keep possession, wind the clock down. Get out of here with a win, as they have another massive matchup coming up again on Wednesday. Nova Southeastern coming to town. Try to take on the number 25 ranked Sailfish. So we're going to see our first look at Harun Velic again. Flores. And the Sailfish are definitely okay with this back and forth in the midfield. Their attacking zone, primarily where the ball has stayed in the second half, is Kenzie Yerman. Flores. And the Sailfish are playing it out wide. Yerman unable to keep possession of it, and it'll be played out to Roger Smith for Tampa. Tampa trying to mount another attack here. Only about 5 to my recollection so far in this match where Tampa has really had a strong look at goal. Maybe not even that many. As we're going to see the ball played out to Walker on the far post. Another good play by Mo Redjeb in the backfield. As Giancarlo Triolzi is going to check in. PBA putting attackers in once again. Fresh attackers. Trying to get a third goal to send this Tampa team back home. Nichols will play it in front. It'll be headed up and an easy save by Elliot Barker. Barker sends one away. And the ball settled finally by Guillermo Deal, who scored in this matchup once again last year. Was vital in that game against Tampa. Deal will center it for Claudio Rivadeneira, who skies the ball over the net. Triolzi will check in. Velic will check in, and Nicholas Oberach as well. As we see on the replay, the ball ends up to the right foot of Rivadeneira, who goes just over the crossbar of Tampa. Quincy Yerman and Claudio Rivadeneira making their way off the field, playing a brilliant match tonight, both of them in their respected areas. Rivadeneira upset with himself that he was unable to capitalize that last goal. But all in all, a well-played night for both of those gentlemen. Triolzi will take his first touch of the match, and it will end up to the keeper. We're in the 78th minute of play here in West Palm Beach. 2-0 game in favor of PBA. As we'll see Guillermo Deal, who's once again switched sides. This time with Triolzi, as Deal's playing it into the box. Deal's still with possession, who's going to fire it. And Richards will be there on the save. Jake Richards has been tested a lot. And he has been found off his line twice tonight, as 2 goals have squeaked by him. PBA's got to feel really good about where they're at heading into Wednesday. If they can hold this result, a 1-2 with Deal down to Oberach, who will get by the sliding Becker. Oberach now, it has the ball. He'll dish it off. Haru Velic, and the ball deflected wide. Well played by Morales. Charlie Lewis will check in, scored that lone goal in the first conference matchup against Florida Southern. He's going to take off what looks to be Nicholas Lemaitre, who's played the entirety of this game. As Coach McMahon trying to give his boys a break after a long, fought, hard night. As they look to try to muster one more goal here and add on to complete this game. 2-0 still. Few things still in the balance. Nicholas Lemaitre coming off the pitch. And we'll see a goal kick for Jake Richards of the University of Tampa. Wonderful fan section tonight here at Family Weekend. Palm Beach Atlantic hosting once again. Much better conditions than last year when we had pouring rain in the second half. This year, cloudy and 80 degrees, nothing better. Great temperature and conditions here for a rivalry soccer match in which PBA has dominated this game from start to finish. PBA also hitting the post on a Matty Crooks unbelievable over-the-head bicycle kick. And the Spartans have just been unable to rebound. As the ball played into space, Matty Crooks trying to take it down. And it'll be played out of harm's way by the captain of Tampa, Guillermo Deal now. Is going to put it to his right foot. Nothing doing there. Triolzi fires! And it goes out. Great save by Richard. Giancarlo Triolzi with a bullet of a shot. coming off his left foot, unable to finish it. Recently checking into this game. We'll see it again. Giancarlo Triolci with the settle, and he puts it onto that left foot. Jake Richards coming up with a massive save, keeping Tampa in this game for the time being. Nicholas Oberach now for the Fish. Tension starting to run high as we're starting to hit the turn for home here. Guillermo Deal and taken away by Becker. Ball goes out of play. PBA throw it, and they'll take their time getting to it. Nicholas Oberach. Freshman will get a play. Touchback, and he just got laid out by Omar Tolley. No remorse from Tolley. Oberach down. Pacielli will come into this match. As Oberach's back up now. Oberach. Missed touch now. Tolley through the legs of Tanone. Looking for Roger Smith on the chase, and Tanone will gain possession of it again. Oberach. Gonna retreat the ball back to Elliot Barker. He's played phenomenal tonight when he had to be. It'll be Triolci running with pace. Giancarlo Triolci, who just had a bullet of a shot on his left foot, will play it in. Haroon Velic. Outside now, Guillermo Deal will have a strike towards the back post, and he just couldn't bend it enough in. Deal almost had the game on his foot, as it's going to be an uphill climb now. As we're in the 83rd minute of play here in West Palm Beach. Tampa trailing 2-0. Frustrating game up front for Mike Chessel, Omar Tolley, and Roger Smith, as they have not been able to get anything going. So we just took a look at that shot by Deal. Guillermo Deal taking his time coming off. Clock is stopped anyways. He just missed the back post wide. So the ball played forward again, out of play. Through ball's just not coming to fruition for the Spartans tonight. Frustrating game. They'll have to regroup and get ready to go to Lakeland against Florida Southern, who the Sailfish have already played. They'll be heading to Lakeland on Wednesday, so a quick turnaround for both these teams. Sailfish lucky enough to stay at home. Tampa on the road once again. This ball played forward for Pacielli. Drew Fulmer also checking into this game. And Velic whistled for the foul. Tim Croft still writhing around in pain. Croft has played the entire game for the Spartans. Fatigue starting to set in for this side. Tampa's now rapidly trying to make subs, get fresh legs in. Ball volleyed over Oberach's head, and now to the feet of Becker. Drew Fulmer to Pacielli, a 1-2 to Velic, who has a streaking Giancarlo Triolci on the far side. Triolci to Velic, who has a strike, and is just out of the reach of Richards. It'll go wide, goal kick. Abreu, his first look at the game tonight. He scored earlier in the season against Flagler, who the Sailfish have already beaten as well. Tampa moving 7 bodies forward, starting to play all midfield and forward positions as they need 2 goals. As for a game like this, every single point is crucial if Tampa can come back and try to force overtime here. Not looking likely as we're under 4:30 to play, though. Tampa's going to need a miracle. Volleyed around by Tampa. And Fulmer on the attack for the Fish. Next man up mentality for PBA tonight. Sailfish have been sending fresh bodies in time after time, and they just fill another role. Triulti now on the right side. He has two people to beat. Triulti in the box now. Dangerous area, Giancarlo Triulti. Or Pascielli. Triulti again finds Fulmer. Dangerous area. Triulti out wide. Flores trying to chase the ball down. And he's able to, but it'll be knocked away. Sailfish gain the throw in, and they will take their time going to get that ball. Clock stop for the time being as Charlie Lewis makes his way. It'll be Lewis fighting on the far side, able to get through. Fighting with Nichols over there. And Tampa rushing up forward. All bodies forward for UT as they're trying to counter and attack. Richards doing no favors for them. He kicks the goal kick out of bounds. Tampa with a last little breath here. If they can try to get an attack and mount one forward enough to where they could get a strike on Elliot Barker, they might have a little glimpse of hope, but you're starting to get to the point where you got to push everybody up to try to get an attack on, and Tampa is finally realizing that as everybody except for the goalie is up. You can't be worrying about surrendering another goal when you're down 2 at this point in the game. As the ball's played into the box, kicked around for the moment, and sent away. Pascielli going to try to give chase and will not get there. Another throw in. Richards going to boot one forward to the outside of Becker. And offsides once again. Sailfish playing that offside trap stupendously tonight. The offside trap must have been worked on in practice, you would have to think, as a fan watching this game. As we're going to get our first Tampa booking of the game. A yellow card sent to Luca Abreu. Sailfish really taking this week's practices seriously. Not that they never do, but more aggressive, I had heard, in practices this week. Unhappy with their performance against St. Leo, as a lot of big matches are coming up for the Sailfish. Once again, Nova Southeastern will be here on Wednesday. Another really good team, difficult opponent. 7 o'clock start. After that, Rollins, and then the huge matchup against Lynn, which could determine the entire conference standings right there heading into the conference tournament. PBA looking to host for the second consecutive year with the best record in the conference. After this result tonight, they'll pick up their first win, move to 1-1-1 in the conference. Tanone going down injured for the moment. Scalise will get his first moment of the night. Sean Scalise started the last home game. We did not see him yet. And in the final minute or so of this game, we'll see Scalise get in the game. Jack Barrows to check back in as well. PBA wanting to preserve the shutout tonight for that defensive line and goalie Barker. Tanone trying to stretch out a cramp. So the clock is stopped. Burrow's going to check back in. Nico Gamio is going to have another strike. He was here earlier in the game. He delivered one of the more dangerous chances that UT had. Tampa just trying to get one in on Barker. Getting a shot on Barker would be huge, as he's had to only make 2 saves on the night. Ball sent in by Nico, and it'll be saved Good save by Barker on that head. Nico Gamio, ball sent in. Head of Luca Abreu, unable to get it through. Elliott, who makes his best save of the night. And it will instantaneously send it forward. Ball coming out, looking like it's going to hit me, and it'll find its way just out of bounds in front of the broadcast booth here. One of the coaching staffs trying to pull off a nifty move. The Sailfish have realized that this game is won. Fans starting to make their way out of here. Get an early start on traffic. As we'll see another foul. Sailfish ball. And it's all about the clock now as the Sailfish have once again picked up a win against the University of Tampa for the second consecutive year. The Sailfish will move one game away in an all-time record to try to push them to 500, and the Sailfish know how much this one meant. PBA comes away with a 2-0 victory over the University of Tampa. Palm Beach Atlantic goals. Mark Hebeker and Kaduku Sadis. A wonderful match tonight here at Family Weekend at the Rinker Athletic Campus. The boys come away with the 2-0 win. For Matt DiGregorio, Gavin Titherington back in the booth, and our entire Sailfish Sports Network crew,